Hi girls and guys, it's Mr. Tracky and we're on the right track. In today's video we're going to speak about the third partying issue that is seeming to be a real issue, especially in season 6, and I'm also going to explain how I believe that this could be fixed. Guys, if you are new here and you want to stay on the right track, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell to get my videos as soon as they're published, and if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to drop a like. Also like to apologize for the husky voice, not my normal voice, as you know. If you've been around for a while, I am still ill, but I am still trying to grind these videos out for you guys. So I've mentioned third partying, and I need to break this down for anyone who doesn't understand what third partying is in Fortnite Battle Royale. Now basically, if you're in a fight with somebody and then somebody comes along and they believe, oh, let's take this opportunity to try and get some free easy kills, then you have just been third partied. If you're sandwiched between two players, one that you was already fighting and another that chooses to be an opportunist, then you are being third partied. Now this is something that has always existed in Fortnite, and actually it's a very intelligent way to play if you really want to get the win. Let people deal the damage for you and just take the last few shots to get rid of that player. Now some people on the other hand may believe this is a cowardly way to play. I won't tell you which side of the fence I'm on, but me personally, I like to get into a gunfight and come out the victor off my own back. Now it is a very ethical way to play, and it happens more so this season, in my personal opinion, than I've ever seen in any season that I've played on this game. Today, where I am standing now, this is what I call Flush 2.0, and it's just next door to Flush Factory, which is where my team likes to drop quite a lot, and then we make our way towards the center of the map and wherever zone may be. Now today, for the first time ever, we had a team rush over from Flush 2.0 to fight us at Flush Factory because they heard us shooting another team. And there's reasons why this is happening, so I'm going to explain them right now. Basically, we have been spoiled over the last few seasons with these travel fast mechanisms that have been added to the game. It all started with the hot rocks, which was a much quicker way to bounce across the map, evade the storm, or whatever you wanted to do. And as Epic Games got more experimental with these sort of things, we started to see the rifts come into the game. We started to see the bouncer pads, just loads of different things, rift to go, that made sure that you could get into your next engagement really quickly. Now if you haven't been paying attention, in season 6 at the start, a lot of these things have been taken away from the game. There are far less rifts than previous. Whether this is a balancing act because the rift to go is something that's going to be permanent in the game now, I don't know. But if you look at the center of the map, there are a lot of the rifts that were there previously have disappeared now. Also with the bouncer mats, you used to be able to get into a build-off fight, and if it wasn't going your way, you just pop one of them up, bounce away and get away. So it wasn't so easy for you to be third partied. However, now without those sort of things, you can't really get away unless you're lucky enough to have a rift to go in your pocket. Now one of the main reasons I believe people like to third party, apart from it being an easy way to accumulate a lot of kills in the game, is because of the downtime between fights in the game. Now this is what the rifts eliminated when they were originally introduced. You had one skirmish, then you just flew to wherever you believed it was busy, especially if you paid attention to the path of the boss, and then you'd get into your next fight. Or you could literally just float across the map, see someone and just dive in on him and do whatever you needed to do. Now you haven't got these sort of things to your disposal as much as previous. There's a lot of boring parts to the game again, and you are constantly running, as you're going to see me now. I will cut out a lot of this in occasions because I don't want to just show you guys me running across the map, but I've left it in this particular time for you to see. Sometimes the game can be quite mundane and quite boring because you spend 2, 3, 4 minutes at a time just running across the map. And this is why people third party, because as soon as they hear shooting now, they want piece of the action because they're bored. So you get a lot of people coming across to you trying to third party you because they've heard the gunshots in the background. Now a lot of the reason as to why these portions of the game happen is because a lot of the people at the start of the game perish because of places like Tilted Towers. Tilted Towers is probably the most negative affecting thing that this game has had so far. It's thoroughly enjoyable landing at Tilted Towers, and I do land there quite often, but at the same time it depletes massive numbers at the start of the game, so the mid portion of the game can become quite boring now. I believe if this was destroyed or changed totally by whatever event is going on with this cyclone thing, the island spinning around the place, then it would have a better effect on the game, and I feel like the mid portion of the game would be just as important as the start and the end. That's something that this game is missing currently. A lot of people die at Tilted Towers. Before you know it, you've got 30 people left to fight for the entire 20 minutes on average that the game lasts for. Let me know what you think about that one in terms of Tilted. Do you think that Tilted has caused too many people to die at the start of the game? I do see when the bus is coming straight over football fields and football stadium and go straight to Tilted, the vast majority of people are done for once they've landed at Tilted very quickly into the start of the game. So getting rid of Tilted or destroying a good portion of Tilted is something that I believe would probably fix the mid section of the game. You can tell me if you agree or disagree with me down in the comment section. But another thing I believe Epic Games really needs to do now, just to help people that do get third partied, is bring back double pump. It's so hard to fight people even as a squad when you get third partied. There's just no real option for you to get away now, and because shotguns are in such a dismal state, there's no real action you can take when you're up close and personal fighting 3 people. I see even the pros struggle now with third partying, and if they've got no chance, then the average player like me definitely hasn't got a chance. And that's why I'd love to see double pump make a return now, and at least with the shotguns make a guaranteed base damage. There's nothing worse than getting third partied, trying to take out one enemy so you've got one less to deal with, and hitting at 8 when you know you should have had a perfect headshot. I would even go as far as bringing the pump back to the 1 headshot standard, demoting the heavy shotguns down to blue and green, and then making the pump shotgun with the singular headshot a gold and a purple weapon. That is just subjective. That is something that I believe should happen, but a lot of people probably won't agree with me. But at the bare minimum, I would definitely reintroduce the likes of double pumping back into the game, just to make it beneficial to people who are definitely getting third partied, and make them fights just a little more fun, because I genuinely believe that this game was a lot more fun when double pumping was something that was actually involved in the game. It made fights last much shorter, I'd say. Sometimes fights are drawn out so much now. That's why people are getting the chance to come over and third party you. You're really weak, you've been fighting for a while, you've got 16 health, you was going to take this geezer out because you know you was going to get that headshot, and then bam, a next team just runs upon you after you've finished him and just eliminates you with 1 shot of an SMG. That's exactly what's happening now, and it is really frustrating. So guys, let me know down in the comment section, do you believe the third partying thing is becoming quite an issue in Season 6? I definitely think it does. It has, sorry. And do you think double pumping was fun? And do you think it needs to be reintroduced to the game? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. You know I try to reply to everybody who ever makes a comment on my video. Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but the like and subscribe button, I hope they tickle your fancy. And as always guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.